What makes the NXT special, if you will, the frame is made of aluminum. And in commercial settings where traditionally they don't take care of the bike, they don't keep them clean, the aluminum frame keeps corrosion and rust to a minimum. The NXT for 2009 has some different features. They've added more space here for hand position 3. So if you have big meaty paws, you're not going to get jacked up by putting your hands up on hand position 3. That's a nice feature. They've made the spaces in the tower holes very, very close together, so you get a lot more adjustments in the handlebar and in the seat tower. The NXT has always had a micro adjustable seat slider. One thing to pay attention to with the used NXTs, because there are roughly 3 generations of NXTs. In the used NXTs, there's nylon runners that run underneath here, and over time they'll tend to fall out or disengage. And without the runners in there, it makes it really difficult to move the slider back and forth. All of the 2009 Trac Spinner bikes, the Pro, the Elite, the NXT, have an integrated sweat protector on the flywheel. In the past, the Trac bikes are notorious for the edge of the flywheel decal to start to bubble, which eventually leads to the whole entire flywheel decal being just a field of bubbles, aesthetically unappealing. This was designed to help slow that process and also to keep the rust from forming in the apex of the flywheel. First generation, second generation, third generation NXTs. First generation NXT, you should be very, very cautious on buying that because first generation NXT had bottom bracket issues. The bottom bracket, again, is the crank bearing. It's the bearing assembly that fits into the frame that the crank arms rotate on. And the first generation NXTs, 06, 07, they pressed the bearing into an aluminum frame, and eventually the bottom bracket bearings will start to bore the ports out that they squeeze into, which causes the entire bottom bracket to mobilize in the frame. That is correctable, and you can find the correction for that issue in volume 6, but most technicians, most resellers, they either don't know that that's an issue, they know it's an issue and they won't admit it, or they know it's an issue and they don't know how to fix it, so they'll just sell the bike with that issue. And that's an issue that can be catastrophic in terms of putting the bike into failure mode. Second generation NXTs, they corrected the issue on the NXT by running a steel sleeve through the frame. And the way that you can tell that the bike has a correction is on the non-drive side of the bike, on the outside of the bearing, there will be a black ring around the bottom bracket bearing, and that will indicate that you have a steel sleeve in the frame. Third generation NXT, you're looking at it, more space, more holes, more sparkle in the paint, different font. This is the 2009 NXT. I've got them, studiocycles.com. This is the 2009 Spinner Fit, which is basically the new and improved version of the Spinner Sport. It has a little bit heavier flywheel. It has a redesigned chain guard, better graphics, better plastic chain guard decal and protection in and around the drivetrain. This bike has a heavier flywheel, which generates a little more aggressive inertia, and it sells online in the box for right around $600. I sell this bike for $500, built, tuned, and then disassembled and packaged, and then double boxed, shipped anywhere in the country for $500. And also, I upgrade the pedals on this bike as well and extend the warranty from 1 year to 2 years. You can get that deal at studiocycles.com. This is the 2009 Trac Spinner Velo, which is the big brother to the Sport and the Fit. This is the best home version bike available on the market in terms of a home version bike. This is more of a, they actually call this a hotel and spa rated bike. So if you travel and you go to like a W hotel and you want to get a ride in on a real spin bike, chances are you find one of these in the gym of a hotel or a spa. It has A lot of similarities to a commercial bike in terms of handlebar diameter, rotational mass of the flywheel, bearing quality, crank arm, drivetrain feel, non-slip coating on the handlebars, same saddle that you'll find on the Pro. This bike retails at about $950 online in the box with the standard 3-year warranty. I sell this bike for $750 plus shipping costs with a $100 pedal upgrade, and I extend the warranty on this bike for life, and I do lifetime free parts replacement. You can find that deal at studiocycles.com. This is the 2009 Trac Spinner. This is probably the most involved indoor group cycle you can buy for your house. These run right around $48.95, and what it is it's an NXT platform, aluminum frame, clip-in SPD basket combo pedals. It has a touch screen. You can integrate cable television into this. It has spinning videos built into it. You can program your weight, your age, level of difficulty. You can dock an iPod. It has a built-in fan, iPod hookup here. They claim that you can literally do a million different ride combinations with this bike. And I sell this bike for $4,000, local pickup only at this point, although we're working on a crating method so that these can be shipped effectively across the United States to save the end user the process of putting the bike together once it arrives. This is an incredible bike, and for those that want the ultimate home spinning bike, it just doesn't get any better than this.